Call it luck or nature's gift, Africa seems to have the best mix of women. One factor that makes this possible is the immense diversity for which Africa is known. When fishing the countries with the most beautiful women in Africa, the question of comparison only comes with personal preferences and, of course, what different cultures perceive as beauty. While beauty standards in Western countries would favor African women from North and East Africa who have thinner lips, slender bodies, and high, bridged noses, the same is not true for West African and Sub-Saharan women, who generally have curvy figures, flatter noses, and thicker lips. It is not at all a coincidence. The culture of West Africa and Sub-Saharan adores this kind of women. That said, sit back and enjoy a photo reel of the most recent list of 10 African countries with the most beautiful and breathtaking women. 10. Rwanda. If you're wondering why Rwanda is on this list, think again. The East African country is not only in the good books of the West in terms of new policies and reforms that support economic growth and development, Rwanda is also home to many slender beauty queens who are not only beautiful physically but also in spirit and character. English remains the official language, so these women have an accent to kill. As in most African suburbs, the most beautiful women are found in the bustling city of Kigali. If you are considering Rwanda for your next trip, you might want to feed your eyes on its population of beautiful young women. They are a wonder to behold. Zimbabwe. You shouldn't be shocked that Zimbabwe came out on top and ranked 9th on this list. This means that even if the country has had a rather eventful past, this does not prevent the presence of women of breathtaking beauty. Zimbabwean women have overcome the barrier and limitation that any economic disadvantage might have on their psyche to comfortably sit on this list. Apart from beauty, they are known for their bravery and daring. This attribute has enabled many of them to meet enormous challenges head-on. A classic example is one of its diplomats, Ambassador Dr. Arikana Chihambori Kwao. 8. South Africa. Like their counterparts in West and Sub-Saharan Africa, South African women are known for their round, voluptuous builds. Although there will always be a thin population, overall thick women are in the majority. This may not be a surprise. South African culture loves anything that brings out a thick, strong woman. When they are thin, they do it with a lot of charm. They may not seem materialistic, but ultimately they want to be spoiled. If you consider your South African wife as a lover, then you are surely on the right track. 7. Ghana, who beats Ghanaian women in thickness. If you have any reservations about it, we dare you to see at least 5 Ghanaian movies in a row. Or better yet, visit the West African country. Ghana has always been at the heart of Africa's good rankings, and they are surely not the last on our list of beautiful women. The Gold Coast is full of slim to medium, thick and curvy black beauties. Ghanaian culture loves the latter group, and if you fall into this category, nature has surely done you good. 6. Ivory Coast. Another West African country to feature on this list is Ivory Coast. Ivorian women are truly breathtaking beauties. It's hard to refute. Like their Ghanaian counterparts, they are mostly thick, and yes, the culture adores them that way. The slender population is almost as breathtaking as their curvy sisters, unless you're sure what exactly you want. Don't visit Ivory Coast as a single person just yet. Beauty can be too much to absorb. If you must explore, do so with caution. 5. The Democratic Republic of the Congo. The Congolese may have suffered from decades of conflict and unstable leadership, but wars are not enough to rid the African country of beautiful and gorgeous women. This makes 5th place on our list of the most beautiful African women far from a mistake. Congolese women cannot be confused with other women. They sport an original look that speaks of all of Africa. High and prominent cheekbones, licorice black skin, and a voluptuous back are just a few features that set them apart. They are mostly medium in height, but the tall ones take beauty to a whole new level. 4. Kenya. This list would not be complete without the East African nation of Kenya. Although it is now in 4th place, Kenya in previous years was in 2nd and 3rd place. The women of Kenya are very beautiful and have a good sense of fashion. They are rather dark but very beautiful and have attractive skin with beautiful features. Women in Kenya are very beautiful and plump. The revolutionary history of women's traits in Kenya can be divided into women in Swahili culture, women in British Kenya, and Kenyan women after independence. The condition and status of the female population in Kenya has seen many changes over the past century. Although Kenya still has a long way to go to hear the plight of women, women continue to be an improvement in the financial, social, and economic inclusion of the country at various stages ranging ranging from dialogue, policy implementation, representation, etc. 3. Tanzania. The southeastern region of Africa is surely endowed with more natural resources on its land than below. The beautiful and stunning women of Tanzania are a sight to behold, especially when they shine in their slender shapes and tan skin. Tanzanian women are very beautiful and gorgeous. They tend to give men sleepless nights with their beautiful smiles and red lips. One of the most remarkable things about Tanzanian women is that they are well-mannered. Tanzanian women are very caring and tend to give love and affection to their spouse. Tanzanian women are very beautiful and round. Women and men in Tanzania are equal before the law. The government signed the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women in 1985. 2. Nigeria. Not only has Nigeria produced a Miss World, but several of its wives have also won beauty pageants overseas. If the facts are to be believed, some of the most beautiful women in Nigeria are also the most beautiful on the continent. Nigeria is full of so many gorgeous women with an evolved sense of fashion. 1. Ethiopia. Topping our exalted list is the country known to have the highest concentration of beautiful women in Africa. Ethiopia. Year after year, Ethiopia has risen to the top with relative ease. The evidence is too blatant to deny. Ethiopia is home to perhaps the most number of beautiful and gorgeous women in Africa. There's no harm in doubting it, but it's not okay to turn down a quick Google search to prove that claim. Better yet, take a tour to see for yourself. The statement "beauty is in the eyes of the beholder" remains true. Although this makes beauty a subjective matter, a certain beauty wins approval on all levels. That's what it's about.
I know